Y'all hear the plane? I got a second video, y'all. This video real quick. I wanted to talk about missing children. Man, it's not crazy. I'm not even surprised at this because missing children. They've been there's been children that has been missing for decades and decades and years and years and years and years and years. And their cases go cold, man. It goes unsolved for all those years, and obviously that the children, the kids probably dead. Um, every day, missing children, they always go missing, man, in America and all over the globe. Because children, if you think about it, children are very smart, human beings. They could sense a lot of things. They see a lot of things, and they very smart, and but then you got the other children that's like, they do, kids do kid things. I mean, but at the same time, I blame the parents for not watching their kids, because it be times where I'm working out at the park, and the kids, they just, kids all over the place, and it's always gonna be a crazy ass, they kids, they wander around the park or anything, and you got to be careful with your kids, because it's a lot of lunatics out there. There's always a stranger that's out there that's trying to snatch up your kid, and then the parents, y'all be on your phones and having a full-blown conversation with each other for like a good 15 minutes, while your kid or kids is like, they at the playground playing around, but then some way, somehow, they just end up walking off somewhere. It could be with a stranger, or like it could be with them, and the next thing you know, they go in the woods or something, and after you done having your full blown your full excuse me after you done having your full blown conversation with your people, then you want to realize your kid is missing. And whose fault is that? That's your fault. That's the parents' fault. Because I see it all the time. Parents, they never watch their kids, man. They never watch their kids. Always on their phone. The parents is always on their phone, or it's just it's or laughing, or sleeping or some shit, and then the kid is crying or whatever, etc., yelling, screaming. And I feel like a lot of people, they shouldn't be parents, man. And then when your kid goes missing, now you on the news crying, on live TV in front of the news reporters. I miss my kids and all that shit. I get it. I'm not gonna make fun of that because it's not funny. It's sad, but I'm not surprised. Sometimes a lot of missing children, they end up in I don't know, it could be in the basement or garages, and at a stranger's house, and the children, they could be sexually assaulted, and I blame the parents, man. I blame the parents. you know um and sometimes obviously they kill the kids, and then take out their organs and their flesh or whatever, and then donate it, or sometimes donate it in some type of market or something, or they just throw it in the fast food, like McDonald's, Burger King, any type of fast food. Yeah, that's what they be doing, man. That's why I stopped eating fast food, like McDonald's and all that stuff, with the chicken tenders and stuff like that. Because it tastes weird. It don't taste like real chicken. It's crazy because a lot of people that go to these fast food places, they go to this fast food places, and they don't even know they're eating the children, the dead bodies of the children, of the missing children. And I know it sounds disgusting and a little too crazy. I understand that, but like I said, you go on YouTube right now, type in missing children. It's always a case. It's a million cases of missing children, man. From like from the 1900s or whatever. A lot of parents, they not gonna get no closure. Never. And I feel like it's not the detectives' fault or the cops' fault or whatever, with the forensics and everything, because they tried. I mean, some people do their dirty work, like the crazy lunatics out there with the children, and they don't leave nothing behind. Parents, you have to start watching your kids. It's really pathetic. With that being said, man, I'll catch y'all on my next video, man. Parents, watch your kids, and you wouldn't have to end up in a situation like I said on TV, and on TV, and now your kid is missing, and now you're just mourning, But it is what it is. I'll catch you in my next video. I'm not gonna sleep. Peace. Pray for me. I'm out.